Happy Thursday. This is not at all in my comfort zone, but you got to help a girl out. So I have worn lashes for quite a while because mom never told you that when you got to your 50s, you were going to lose all those eyelashes you had. And so I had tried extensions, but if you do lash extensions, first of all, I don't have the time for it. I don't want to spend the money on it. And you have to have existing lashes to put those extensions on. And mine were just getting so thin. So I went back to choreographic background and started with false lashes. So it takes a while to get used to how to do this. But I'm just going to give you some tips on what I do. I don't know if it's right, wrong, whatever. It's what works for me. So I buy Ardell Wispies in a multi-pack. And I belong to Eyelashes Unlimited. Nobody's paying me for this. And I buy them several at a time. I used to use, I'm not talented enough to use the black glue because I would get that all over the place. So I used to use Duo, just this glue from here, but I tend to get allergic to something that I use for too long, and I was getting it, and I switched out to the liquid with a little brush, and I'm actually really liking it because I can use less. Okay, so when you get lashes, you have to get the length you're comfortable with. These are a little bougie right now for me. They're a little bit long, and you may have to trim them to fit your eyelid. All right, you just use cuticle scissors and trim them. When you take them off the palette, you have to be really careful. And when you hold it up to you, the left goes on the left. Like, don't look at them this way and put the wrong one on. They're specific to each eyeball. So it's going to be backwards because of the mirror here, but I put it backwards, and the left goes on my left eye, the right goes on my right eye. And so I've got some on right now, and I'm going to go ahead and talk you through what I do. So pretend it's nighttime, and I actually just peel them off. Okay, and especially with this other glue here, it works a lot better. And I reuse them. So I take them and I can pull the excess adhesive off. And then I can reuse them. Now, you don't put eyeshadow on after you've got your lashes on because that just looks tacky. All right, so if I'm wearing eyeshadow, I put it on ahead of time. So when I used to use this tube, I would put some on my finger. Now this finger is numb on me, so I do everything with that finger up, so ignore that. But I used to just tap it on and then kind of bend it. Get it in the shape that you want, because when you put it on, you want it lifted at the right angle, and then put it on. So I'm going to really do it for you, and I'm going to do the brush one. So from here, you have to get the excess off, and then gently get the seam of where you're putting it. And it's all about the right lighting and the right mirror too, and the corners. The corners are the worst. So if you don't have your corners down, they're gonna pop up and again look tacky. There's a fine line here between getting it right and wrong. And so I'm not a liner person on the top. I don't go too crazy with that unless it's a glam evening out. So now I've got my adhesive on from here. Now this is gonna be tricky. This is why I'm not good at this here. I use this side mirror over here, and consequently you're gonna see what I'm doing. But I lay it on there and get it in the right spot. And the trick is, now having fingernails is actually really helpful. But lay it on from there, and then make sure you've got the corners down from here. Now, to assist with that, I have Q-tips. I always have a Q-tip. And so the Q-tip, I take it along the seam and get it down. See, like that corner wasn't down all the way. And then I'm able to get that corner down. Okay, it's probably not going to be perfect because I'm doing it in a mirror and for you. But if you've got those corners down, then that can happen. And it's going to take some practice to know like what's the right angle to lay it at and where to put it. But again, I buy Ardell Wispies in multi-pack from Eyelashes Unlimited. You have to choose the adhesive that works for you. And for me right now, I'm really liking this because it also adheres a little bit better. And if I need to do a touch up, so say that corner wasn't down all the way, then from here, touch that in there, and then I can make sure that that corner's down. And these last. They last a long time. And I quite frankly find doing my makeup 10 times easier with lashes. I'm not sitting there trying to get all the mascara on and then trying to get all the mascara off. But to blend it, Then I do go in after because my own lashes are under there. And so once those lashes are on, then I blend them from underneath with the mascara to make sure you don't have some goofy line with lashes down and fake lashes up. So it's all about finding the fit that works for you, laying it on there properly at the right angle, and you're gonna have to fail a few times. And I know when I started there, I had some sad days that just didn't look good. But if you need from here a Q-tip, always being safe about your eyeball, and then making sure those seams are down. And then don't rip your own eyelashes out when you go to take them off, okay? And you've got to clean the adhesive off too, okay? But I can use and reuse these lashes for like 3 or 4 days because I just take the adhesive off of them. There, helping a girl out. A lot of you wanted to know how to do this, and it's the biggest cheat. It's so good. And again, Mama didn't tell me. She didn't tell me about the car tweezers I would need. She didn't tell me I was going to lose my eyelashes I took for granted when I was younger. So I hope that's helpful. Have a great day. Go put your lashes on.